AWEB and its General Assembly, the world's largest channel of communication for democracy of the world. The beautiful and dynamic city Bucharest welcomes you to the third AWEB General Assembly. Under the slogan of democracy to grow for all worldwide, the diverse AWEB continues moving forward for this single goal. For the past 2 years, AWEB has accomplished outstanding results through the election ICT advancement projects, election visitor programs and the EMB capacity building programs, as well as diverse PR activities and international cooperations. The Election ICT Advancement Program of AWEB aims at enhancing the accuracy and transparency of voting and counting management and result transmission. AWEB introduced its ICT program, customized for the parliamentary election of the Kyrgyz Republic in October 2015. The ICT program was highly appraised with the smooth voting and counting management and fast tabulation of the tentative results. As follow-up measures in 2016, AWEB completed the project designed to transfer technology necessary for the country to successfully conduct elections on its own, providing advice and education. Another new project of the year was carried out for enhancing the transmission of the counting results in Ecuador. AWEB provided 1,850 result transmission devices called RTS 1000 in order for the National Electoral Council of Ecuador to conduct an accurate and prompt counting process during the presidential and general elections in February 2017. Now in 2017, AWEB is being actively engaged with its ICT enhancement project in El Salvador, introducing result transmission devices and building an information system for result tabulation. The Election Visitor Program of AWEB aims at collecting election information from each country and sharing their electoral management experiences among members and strengthening relationships with participating members. In order to understand the effect of ICT on transparency and fairness of election, AWEB carried out an election visitor program during the parliamentary elections of the Kyrgyz Republic in October 2015. The participants from many countries that were expecting elections soon showed deep interest in the voting and counting management system of the Kyrgyz Republic. In April 2016, AWEB organized an election visitor program in South Korea, where the international observers showed great interests in the early voting and counting system that ICT was applied into. Another election visitor program was held in Bosnia and Herzegovina in October, where observers could see a relatively complicated electoral system designed to stabilize the country, comprised of 3 different ethnic groups, and to ensure fair representation among them. In February 2017, AWEB also conducted its election visitor program in Ecuador. Observers visited various precincts and paid a great attention to how the newly adopted result transmission devices were functioning after the closing of the polling stations. AWEB operates electoral management capacity building programs for election officials in the member organizations. The participants share information about their country's election systems and mechanisms of ensuring fairness, as well as their experiences of electoral management and professional knowledge. AWEB also operates tailor-made training programs. In the case of the Kyrgyz Republic, AWEB offered courses for high-level policymakers, for middle-level officials responsible for election preparation, and the Train the Trainer course for trainers, to train polling station workers who would operate PICOS machines. Another case of the tailored training program was the course provided for 112 electoral and IT experts of Ecuador. The course was focused entirely on managing the result transmission devices for the successful operation of the new devices during the upcoming elections. As such, the capacity building programs for election officials are being developed to be customized training programs by harmonizing the demands of member organizations and the mission of AWEB. AWeB is actively engaged with promotional campaigns. Being invited to international conferences and seminars, AWeB presents AWeB's accomplishments and invites participating organizations to join its future projects. In 2015 and 2016, AWeB participated in 15 international conferences and diagnosed the rapidly changing global trend in the area of election. AWeB concluded MOUs with 11 international organizations to build cooperative relationships. Meanwhile, AWeB conducted a joint research with the University of Sydney about the training for capacity building and accomplished a significant result through datafication of the election fairness, subjectively recognized by individual election workers, and the necessity of electoral management capacity building training. AWeB will continue offering diverse experiences and opportunities to member organizations in order to contribute to establishing a framework of sustainable, healthy democracy and carrying out joint projects with other election-related organizations. Democracy to grow for all worldwide. This can be accomplished only through active participations by member organizations. The owners of AWeB are 106 member organizations that share this great vision, respect diversity, and value mutual understanding. Based on our accomplishments, AWeB will be with you, moving towards the world's democracy.